Kylian Mbappe, a World Cup champion and PSG superstar, is undoubtedly one of the brightest stars in world football today. His dazzling speed, skill, and goal-scoring ability have earned him the adoration of fans worldwide, and his career has been nothing short of spectacular. While many admire Mbappe's talents, there are also plenty who have issues with him. Some coming from the unlikeliest of sources, his teammates. Let's start with one of the most famous feuds in Mbappe's career, one that nearly split the PSG locker room in two. When Neymar made his record-breaking move from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain, it was seen as a massive coup for the club. Neymar, a Brazilian footballing legend with millions of fans around the world, was now the most high-profile player at PSG. However, Neymar's arrival didn't come without complications. At the time, Mbappe had already established himself as PSG's golden boy, a beloved figure in France who had just led the national team to victory in the 2018 World Cup. The tension between the two players was inevitable. Mbappe was young, rising, and already the main figure at PSG, and Neymar, a star in his own right, was used to being the center of attention. Both players have big personalities and equally large egos, which eventually led to friction. The early days of their partnership saw some camaraderie, but that quickly changed when Mbappe started to push the boundaries of his influence at the club. Neymar grew frustrated, and this tension came to a head during a match against Montpellier. When PSG was awarded a penalty, Mbappe tried to claim the spot kick, despite having missed one earlier in the game. Neymar, feeling it was his right, took the penalty instead. The situation, as small as it seemed, revealed deeper issues between the two players. Later, Neymar discovered that Mbappe had reportedly tried to force him out of the club. Mbappe had begun to feel the need to maintain total control over the PSG dressing room. But Neymar wasn't the only one Mbappe had problems with. The arrival of Lionel Messi to PSG from Barcelona in 2021 was meant to create a dream trio with Mbappe and Neymar. With three of the most recognizable players in the world, PSG looked poised to dominate European football. However, the chemistry between the trio has often been off. Mbappe, while undeniably talented, has shown an unwillingness to share the spotlight, especially with Messi, as the undisputed GOAT, commands a level of respect that Mbappe struggles to share. Their differences were particularly evident during the World Cup final, where both players scored but exchanged some tense moments, with their celebrations almost as if they were trying to outdo one another. But there's a deeper layer to the animosity between Messi and Mbappe. Mbappe's allegiance to Cristiano Ronaldo. Growing up, Ronaldo was his idol, and despite playing alongside Messi at PSG, Mbappe's admiration for his fellow countryman Ronaldo is hard to hide. It's clear that Mbappe and Messi don't quite see eye to eye, and the 2022 World Cup final only deepened this divide. Speaking of the World Cup, it wasn't just Messi that Mbappe found frustrating. Emiliano Martinez, Argentina's goalkeeper, became one of Mbappe's greatest enemies during the tournament. Martinez, who played a key role in Argentina's victory, was often seen mocking the French team, particularly Mbappe. The fact that Martinez had been so vocal in his mockery only fueled Mbappe's anger. Martinez later defended his actions, accusing France and Mbappe of sour grapes, although it's hard to imagine Mbappe ever forgiving him for those celebrations. Back in the PSG dressing room, Mbappe has also had his fair share of run-ins with senior players like Sergio Ramos. Ramos, known for his combative and aggressive style of play, is one of the most respected defenders in football history. He's also a fierce competitor who expects respect from his teammates, especially from younger players like Mbappe. There's been more than one occasion where Mbappe's behavior has rubbed Ramos the wrong way. For instance, after Mbappe appeared to disrespect Lionel Messi during a match, Ramos stepped in to remind him of the importance of respecting senior players. It's said that the two had a heated exchange during a training session, with Ramos making it clear that Mbappe needed to check his attitude. With Ramos being a highly decorated veteran of the game, it's probably wise for Mbappe to pick his battles carefully, as he certainly wouldn't want to make an enemy of the Spanish defender. But Mbappe's conflicts aren't limited to his club and international teammates. There's also his relationship with Olivier Giroud. The French striker has often been a key player in supporting Mbappe's game, especially for the national team. The two have a decent working relationship on the pitch, but it hasn't always been smooth. During Euro 2020, Giroud openly criticized Mbappe for his selfish play during a match against Bulgaria, saying that Mbappe didn't pass to him when he was in good positions. Mbappe didn't take kindly to Giroud's public criticism, and their relationship seemed to sour from there. Perhaps the most bizarre feud of all came between Mbappe and Paul Pogba. The two French superstars, both known for their strong personalities, became embroiled in a strange rivalry after Pogba's brother, Matthias, accused Mbappe of using witchcraft against Pogba. The bizarre accusations created a massive scandal in French football and highlighted just how deep the rift between the two had become. The story seemed almost too outlandish to believe, but it only added fuel to the fire of the tension between Mbappe and Pogba. The tension between Mbappe and several other footballing legends doesn't stop there. Gerard Piqué, a former Barcelona defender and one of Messi's closest allies, has also had his share of harsh words for Mbappe. After Mbappe's incredible performance against Barcelona in the 2021 Champions League, where he led PSG to a 4-1 victory, Piqué accused Mbappe of being disrespectful. Piqué's comments were fueled by a heated exchange between Mbappe and Barcelona's Jordi Alba, which saw Mbappe taunt Alba, calling him out in a manner that Piqué found disrespectful. Lastly, former Tottenham player Benoit Asuekoto, a Cameroonian international, has also criticized Mbappe, particularly for choosing to play for France rather than his African roots. While Mbappe was born in France and has every right to represent the country of his birth, Asuekoto believes that African players should honor their heritage by playing for their countries of origin. Though Mbappe has enjoyed immense success with France, winning the World Cup and reaching another final, the criticism from Asuekoto reflects a deeper debate about identity and national loyalty. So, is he hard to like or simply misunderstood? With such a mix of rivalries and tensions surrounding him, it's clear that Mbappe is no stranger to controversy. He may be one of the most talented players in the world, but his career has been marked by clashes with some of the biggest names in football, making him a figure who's as divisive as he is talented.
I'm keeping it clean for nightmares, wages, walls of a fever, coast was deeper, silent demeanor, murderous mind, focus only on the nation's decline. I'm fixing the signs in this design, I'm lighting the minds, kids get blown, stones over bodies, believing the walls.